Greetings, cyberdogs and citizens of the internet. This is RENDOG'S coming at you from the Mob Castle construction site in this Let's Play Minecraft Survival series. In the previous episode, we were finishing off that giant-ass drop trap that you see behind me, and in this episode, my friends, we have an undead cloggage to deal with, and we are also going to be working on a little railway network that is going to go around the zombie spawning chamber and the spider spawning chamber to try and improve our mob drop numbers in this insanely massive build. Hope you guys are comfy. I hope you got something tasty to drink and something tasty to munch on, man, because it is time to play some Minecraft survival. Well, guys, there is one thing we can be certain of. This giant-ass mob spawner trap castle thingamajiggy is going to be absolutely huge. Holy goodness, man. Look how massive this thing is turning out. I actually think it looks kind of cool, even in its current butt-ugly, janky state, right? It's looking kind of badass. Can't wait to actually work on the aesthetics. But, guys, I'm delaying because we've got some serious business to attend to. And this is some business that might result in us actually dying in this episode, because there is an undead cloggage somewhere in here. And I'm trying to figure out exactly where it is. I'm going to press F3 and see if we can figure out what's happening. I'm looking at the E over there, and the E, I think the E tells us entities, right? Where there's entities involved. And it looks like there's a butt ton of entities around here. There's 8 entities up there at the moment. I think that might be indicating some sort of a cloggage. 15 entities over here. Are there mobs in here now? I don't think so. Nope, no mobs in there. That means that they are trapped somewhere up in this giant-ass freaking structure. Alright, guys, well, there's no better time than now. Let's get into the aqueducts. Let's hold our thumbs, hold our paws, hold our freaking toes, and let's just hope to Bajingo we don't get our ass handed to us right now. We're going to have to swim all the way up this freaking giant-ass chute of death is basically what it is. And it looks like the zombies are successfully traveling all the way up. So the cloggage isn't in this particular chute. Okay, yeah, there is some serious clogging going on over there. Okay, yep, I can see it. Looks like I may have noobed out and and made this aqueduct a little bit too thin over here. Yes, that's exactly what I did. Actually, I read a comment on yesterday's video where one of you guys pointed out that I may have clogged up that aqueduct. I have no idea how you actually saw that, man, but damn, you have eyeballs of the eagle and butthole of the bear. I don't know why butthole of the bear. I'm trying to think of like the most badass butthole you can have, and I suppose a bear's butthole is pretty badass. Although, maybe a whale's butthole is more badass? Yeah. As far as buttholes go, I think the whale probably has the most badass butthole of all. I don't know. Alright guys, well there's only one thing for this, man. We gotta climb all the way up to the top of this delivery aqueduct up here, and we gotta try and figure out if we can unblock that jazz. I think it's somewhere around here, judging by the moans of the undead. And let's just get some cobblestone in the inventory. And I think what we're going to have to do is just make a little working platform over here, right? So let's do something like this, I think. Yeah, that'll do. Oh my goodness, this is some stressful stuff right here. Okay, I think it's got to be maybe somewhere here. Oh, hello! Damn. Yeah, this is... there's a freaking villager in here also, an infected villager. Yeah, okay, let's go one more block in this direction. Let's see if we can spot the cloggage. Get out of the way there, bro. Okay, here it is. I found it. I found it. Alright, let's unclog that sucker. Yeah, look, they're already starting to flow. Got one more to actually break here, and I think, yeah, there we go. Beautiful. Beautiful stuff. That has started the flow of zombies absolutely beautifully. I'm not seeing any freaking skeletons or creepers in there, though. So I'm wondering if our other spawning chamber is actually functioning correctly. Let's just clean up this block and head down to the little delivery window down there. What we're going to have to do, guys, is work on a way to collect the XP and collect all of the items out of this thing too. And a lot of you guys have been giving me some really, really good suggestions. You guys have been suggesting using hoppers, which I think we'll definitely use. And I think what we'll have to do also is use some slabs so that we can collect the XP balls. But it looks like a couple of those zombies actually splattered ass when they landed. So I might have to raise this whole thing up another level. This is actually the last block that we can go up before we stop the zombie spawner below us spawning any zombies. But yeah, that is looking pretty good. Yeah, it doesn't look like any spawning is happening in here, guys. Not 100% sure why, but we're going to have to look into that. Now, what I want to try and figure out, guys, is a way for us to basically sit AFK in our mob spawning factory. And what I thought we could do, I thought we could actually do something quite fun with this particular little build. And I thought what we could do, as we've already created some, basically some maintenance passageways, right? I think the maintenance passageways are actually directly down here, aren't they? Yeah, I think it's in... Yes, here they are. So here are the maintenance... This is the maintenance passageways for the zombie spawning chamber, which is in here, right? And I thought what we could do is we could set up a railway track that goes all the way around this zombie spawning chamber and then takes a right-hand turn and goes in this direction underground to the spider spawning chamber. And what we could literally do is just sit inside of a minecart and literally just chill in the minecart and go AFK, go make some dinner or something, and we will go around the zombie spawning chamber and then around the spider spawning chamber, thus spawning spiders when we're down there and then spawning zombies when we are down here. And maybe moving away from the spawning chamber here will help more spawns to happen inside of that chamber. So that is the idea for today's episode. I think it's going to be absolutely awesome, guys. What I'm going to do is set down a couple of foundation lines to figure out how we're going to set these railways up, and I'll bring you back in a second. Alright, guys, it looks like the new improved butthole is slowly but surely getting some serious indigestion, man. I see a creeper in there, which is really good. That means our natural spawning chamber is actually functioning, maybe just a little bit slowly at the moment, but we're looking at around 22 entities in this chunk at the moment, which is pretty good. It doesn't look like there's 22 in there, but certainly things are starting to cook around here. Really, really awesome. Now, what I have been doing in the meantime, guys, is trying to figure out a route for this AFK railway line that is going to allow us to just sit in a rail cart and spawn zombies and spiders. Now, what I've done is I've used some leaves here to create a foundation route. And what I tried to do was to ensure that whatever position we are on the railway line, we are going to either be spawning zombies from this spawning chamber, or we are going to be spawning spiders from that spawning chamber. Now, we know that zombies will spawn from this spawner down here within 16 blocks of the spawner. And what I've done is I've laid down basically a line of 16 blocks in this direction. So as long as we are within this area here, we will be spawning spiders in that, spawning zombies in that chamber. And as you can see, what I've done is I've laid down a path where the railway could follow. It could go all the way in this direction, underground, of course, and then it will connect up to the second spawner, which is the spider spawner. Now, the spider spawner itself sits in this position over here, and 16 blocks from that position, I believe, ends just on this block here. Right here, I think. Now, what it means is there's a small little space of about 4 blocks where we won't be triggering the zombie spawner or the spider spawner, but we will be in a rail cart that is on powered rails, so we will literally not even be there for a second. And as we go around the spider spawner and back to the zombie spawner, we will be continuously spawning mobs in our mob trap system. Oh man, so freaking awesome. Now, what I have noticed though, guys, is we have a little bit of a problem. In the spider spawner over here, if we just go down, what I did was I made the maintenance track only 2 blocks wide, and the maintenance track in the zombie spawner is actually 3 blocks wide. But what I thought we could do is probably keep the track to 2 blocks wide. We're going to have, well, I don't know. I'm going to do a little bit of experimenting. I think what we're going to probably do is have 2 tracks down here, right? One of the tracks is going to be going all the way around. Well, actually, okay, why don't we just experiment with some leaves to represent how the track is going to look? If this is going to be the tunnel for this railway line, which is going to be heading in this direction underground, when the railway line actually comes down here, what it could do is travel around the circumference. Yeah, it's just going to go all the way around the circumference of this maintenance track, all the way like this, all the way back again, and then what it's going to do is it's going to come back like so, and then it's going to connect back up to this tunnel over here, right? So we're going to have an entry tunnel and an exit tunnel for the railway line. And that means actually our maintenance track only needs to be 2 blocks wide, I think. Although I think I'm probably going to make it 3 blocks wide, because the OCD is going to kill me, and it's just going to look a little bit better if the railway track is sitting sandwiched between 2 blocks, if you know what I mean. Oh my goodness, this is going to be a pain in the proverbial butthole here. But you know what, guys? It's going to have to be done, man. Give me a second, and by the magic of the internet, it shall be. Alright, my friends, the passageway has been expanded by 1 block around the spider spawning chamber over here, and man, I've been saving this sweet-ass diamond pickaxe with Unbreaking 3, Efficiency 3, and Silk Touch 1 for just such an occasion. It has really helped me just to rip through this this little bit of a fix here. Now, I can hear a whole bunch of spiders going absolutely cray-cray right now, and it sounds to me like they are not actually being delivered via the aqueducts. We're going to have to go do some troubleshooting, guys. I fear there may be a freaking arachnid cloggage going on up in here, man. Alright, guys, I've made my way up the spider aqueduct over here, and it looked like they were getting blocked all the way up there, which is really strange, because when we were testing these aqueducts in the previous episode, it did seem to be delivering correctly. But I think what's happening is that when the spiders are getting to this spot, when we are close to them, they are actually tracking us, and because of that, I think they are climbing up these walls, which is kind of concerning to me. I don't know how exactly we're going to stop that happening. Yeah, I suppose we might have to try. I just don't know, man. I just have absolutely no idea. Yeah, but check it out, man. This spider looks like he's coming down. Yep, he is coming down. But you see, the thing is, when we are traveling around the spider spawner, they are tracking us and climbing up these walls here. So I wonder if there's a block that we can add to this that is going to stop them climbing up. I don't know, man. I'm going to have to do a bit of experimenting, I think. What I think I am going to try and do, though, is I'm going to change these blocks to slabs. I have no idea if that is going to stop the spiders climbing up them, but I hope so. The theory is that the spiders can't climb up the slabbage. I have no idea if that's true or not. I'm just taking a shot in the dark right here, man. But we're going to see if that works now. Face palm. I done derped cyber diggity dogs. Oh man, I went back to the Walmart Bazaar to get some railway lines, guys, and it looks like I've despawned every single mob that I have been gathering inside of the death chamber for the last 25 minutes. Mob spawn a noob over here, guys. Mob spawn a noob. Well, in the meantime, while we wait for that awesome death chamber to fill up again, what I thought we would do is try and figure out a way to actually dig this underground tunnel. There's a freaking creeper over there that deserves this sword straight to the face. And what I thought I would do, guys, is try something a little bit smart to save us from excavating the entire tunnel and then filling it up again. What I was originally going to do was I was just going to dig down, following the leaf path all the way back to the spider spawner and then fill it up again. But what I'm going to do instead is dig these deep pits all the way down at the junctions of the paths, and then all we have to do is from each junction dig in the direction of the next junction, and we should eventually meet up with that junction, and that will basically allow us to complete the tunnel without having to excavate too much freaking dirt. I'm going to sleep the night away, guys, and I'm going to go deal with that freaking creeper. And you know what, actually? The spawning rates might be quite low in our mob trap at the moment, because I think there's a cave here, right, that we haven't explored yet. Yeah, check at this, man. There is an unexplored cave in here. What in the jazz? How have we missed this? Oh, hello there. Check at him, man. He's just chilling. Are you climbing up a vine? Ooh. Man, that was close. Man, that was a freaking panic. Is there another mob spawner down here? That would be insane. No, just a whole bunch of shrooms. Nope, looks like this is just a dead end chamber. But there are spawns down here, guys, which is affecting our spawn rates for our traps. So let's just make sure this is completely lit up. There's some freaking chickens down here too. It's kind of weird, but I ask no questions. Diablo's influence spreads far and wide. Far and wide. Alright, welcome back guys. I'm just digging out the junctions to try and connect up our tunnels. What I'm really hoping for is some serious luck, and I'm hoping to just dig into another mob spawner. I know it's probably not going to happen, and the chances of it happening are really, really slim, but you know what? I'm a just pray to the Ender Gods, man, and you never know what might happen. They just might pop up out of nowhere. That would be absolutely insane. I think we're pretty lucky to have these mob traps so close to, or these mob spawners so close to each other already. So I suppose we can't ask for too much. But that is that junction complete. And now I just need to do this one. I think this one's going to be a little more tricky because I think it's next to the ocean. Nope. Oh, sweet, man. It's just missing the ocean, actually. That's awesome. So let's go all the way down. I've already excavated the tunnel. Yeah, there it is. So this is how the tunnel is going to be running, right? Okay, so we have to go in this direction. All right, here we go, guys. We have just connected with that first junction pit that we dug. Excellent. And now if you go in this direction, we should connect up to the junction pit that I dug out just outside of the zombie spawning chamber. Then all we're going to have to do is take a right turn, which will take us directly into the zombie spawning chamber itself, which means we are one step closer to setting up our sweet-ass AFK railway line. Awesome. Alright, my friends, got a little bit of bad news over here, man. I thought that I'd gone too far. Oh my goodness, that was close. Yeah, I went way too far because I hadn't dug this pit deep enough. But check it out. We actually go straight over the top of one of the delivery aqueducts. That is not good. We're going to have to make the railway line raise up by one block here, I think, so that we don't mess up that delivery aqueduct. Oh man, that is a pain in the freaking butthole, but it's going to have to be done. Strange, actually, how it's... Well, I suppose it's not that strange that it's 100% aligned, right? Because this aqueduct comes from the center of the zombie spawning chamber, and the railway line is also running directly from the center of it, so... I guess, if anything, it shows an awesome amount of symmetry going on, man. So that is actually quite sweet. My OCD is happy because of this. Well, my OCD just died a horrible death. This is not going to be possible, guys, because this aqueduct that we are following actually goes upwards. So eventually our railway line is going to be too high, and it's not actually going to deliver the way that we want it to. So we're going to have to change the direction of our railway line here, and instead of going into this side of the zombie spawning chamber, instead of going into this side, I think it's going to have to go into this side over here. So we're going to have to send the railway line in this direction and then take a right turn in that direction, which actually might be a little bit more efficient, to be honest. So let me get that set up, guys, and then we'll have a look at what that looks like. Well, that's the second gravestone. Just fell down this freaking pit. Oh no, guys, I freaking died. I can't believe it, man. And I didn't even die from being killed. I died from falling like a giant noob. Oh no. Oh my goodness, guys, can you freaking believe it? There's all my bits and my remains down there. Oh, sigh. Well, that's 2 deaths for this particular build so far, guys. 2 deaths and counting, I suppose. Yeah. Anyway, aside from that, we only lost 2 levels, or 3 levels out of that death, so that's not too bad. What I have managed to do, though, is create a new junction system, and let's quickly go up to the freaking zombie spawner. Actually, give me 1 second. Freaking Rendog, you butthole. But check it out, guys. Our railway line is now going to go in this direction. It's going to take a right turn to this spot. There's going to be a junction here, and it's going to go down here and go back to normal. Now, what this has basically done is it's added another 5 or so blocks, I suppose, to the travel point where we won't be spawning anything. But you know what? I don't think it's going to actually have that big of an effect. I think it should be all right. I suppose only time will tell, guys. I'm going to finish off these tunnels, get them all connected up, get all of these junctions connected, and then we can actually lay down the railway lines and start testing out our AFK rail system. Do you know what I think the #1 most annoying thing about dying is, guys? Other than causing thousands of people all over the world to facepalm something fierce, It's the chaos that happens to your inventory when you die, man. Oh, goodness. I spend so long trying to get my inventory all arranged so nicely, and then I die and it's a complete freaking mess again. But anyway, guys, the tunnel is excavated. Oh, man, this is awesome. The two spawners are now connected via these tunnels. And what I want to do now, guys, is lay down some railway lines and test this sucker out. I think it's going to be pretty simple to do. All we're going to do is have a railway line that goes all the way around like this. I will add some powered rails into this also. I think all we'll probably need to do is add one powered rail into the middle of each of these segments over here, right? So something like, let's have a look. 1, 2, how many blocks are we here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think it's over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, perfect. All right. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, well, it's not even anyway, so it's going to be slightly out of place, but that is okay. And what we could do, I suppose, is just do something like this. Get a redstone torch down there, like so, and stick a block of cobblestone above the redstone torch, get our powered rail in there, and we'll do exactly the same on all four sides of the spawning chamber, and that should allow us to basically power our railway infinitely, right? We're just going to be going all the way around in a loop, because as the railway line comes around the corner like this, it's going to take a turn down there. Now what we need to do is complete this side of the track so that they don't connect up with each other. So let's run this line all the way back to the zombie spawner. Man, I hope we're going to have enough rails for this. This is quite a rail-hungry freaking build right here, man. And, of course, we're going to go up the hill. And you guys will be proud to see that I learned my lesson about turning corners with railway lines. Oh, man, I'm so proud of myself. And that's going to go in this direction. And, of course, it's going to loop all the way back again, like so. Go all the way back, and we can just add a powered rail in the middle of each of these sort of quadrants here. I think that should be enough to be able to push us all the way around. Yeah, we're going to have enough rails for this, no problem. Oh, no, that's a fail. That is a fail. Oh, oh man, rail fail. But there we go, guys. Around the corner we will go. There we go. We'll connect up with this one. All right, sweet. So the idea is we come in on this side, go all the way around the spawner, give the spawner time to generate some spiders, and then we go all the way back to the zombie spawner. And that is that, man. Absolutely sweet. Oh man, I am so excited, guys. I have just completed the AFK railway line in our mob trap, and we are ready to test this sucker out, man. What we should have here is an infinite freaking loop where we will just go round and round for as long as we want. And hopefully this is going to work. What I realized is that we don't actually have to have this railway line cruising at full freaking blast, because the more time that we spend around the spawners, the more chance the spawners have of actually producing mobbage for us. So I'm okay with the railway line sort of slowing down and picking up again and then slowing down again. But what I really want to test is if we can go up this hill. That's the most important thing. There we go. We did go up the hill. Are we going to get all the way to the next powered rail? Yes, alright, sweet. Okay guys, our AFK railway line is working really nicely. Now I need your help. What we need to do, guys, is figure out a way to connect this railway line to the mob castle and for ourselves to be able to stop it when we want. What I'm thinking about having is some sort of a mechanism, maybe a dock or something, where we would actually go into and we would pause for say 20 seconds, and if we came back from being AFK, that would give us an opportunity to hop out of the minecart and stop the cycle. But I have no idea how that's going to work, guys. I'm going to need your help to figure that one out, man. But this is looking sweet. I'm super stoked with this. What I'd like to do now is a bit of a speed test, though, just to see how many mobs this little spawning device could actually work. Is this railway line going to increase our mob spawn rates? I have absolutely no idea. Let's sleep the night away right now. Kill that freaking creeper who's bobbing up and down in the ocean right now, because he is messing with our spawn rates. And then I want to go clear out the new butthole, and then I want to go sit in my minecart infinitely for about, I don't know, shall we say 20 minutes? Shall we say like a whole Minecraft day and night, something like that? Let's give it a good old test to see if this AFK railcart system is actually going to increase our spawn drops or not. Anywho, let's head back to the bot hole. How many entities do we have in here? About 14. Well, that's not that many, unfortunately. And yeah, all zombies right now, which means our spawning chamber ain't working too good, unfortunately. There is some silk down there, which means the spiders are biting the dust, and we can't, for some reason, kill these zombies. Yeah, man, we still have a bit of work to do with this within this chamber itself, I think, guys. We're going to have to work really, really hard to make this work for us. But who knows? Hopefully, our brand new AFK rail system is going to do the business. Let's get down there, and I'm going to stick myself in a rail cart, go round and round for about 20 minutes, going to go make myself a cup of tea, and oh my goodness, check it out. I'm glitched out like something fierce in that rail cart. There we go. I think we're in it now. Yeah, there we go. Okay, guys, I'm just going to chill, take it easy. I will see y'all back in 20 minutes.